Hi betting experts, on Saturday the 5th of April, Grand National Day, ITV are covering 5 races, a cracking day of racing. The ground pretty much perfect, good ground with good to soft in places, and the Grand National course always likely to be a little bit softer than that. They put plenty of water on over the last few days. We start off with our betting expert Daily Nap, sponsored by Priced Up Bet. This goes in the day's feature at 4 o'clock. The Grand National over 4 mile, 2 furlongs. I really like Vanillier here from the Gavin Cromwell yard. Now, Gavin has had a fantastic winter in Ireland. He tasted Cheltenham Festival glory when it mattered in the Gold Cup, and this smart stayer has been trained with Aintree in mind all season. I thought he ran an absolute blinding trial for this race, when a third behind Stumptown in the cross country, and I'm pretty confident he's going to reverse that form. He was very unlucky there. He tried to run out or take the wrong course early on there. I think it was probably the latter, losing about 15 lengths going from first to last. And the fact he came through to finish third, a real testament to his current well-being. And I like the fact he's got national experience, which not many of the other principals do. He finished a cracking second behind Corach Rambler in the 2023 renewal of this race, when I think he probably should have won. He absolutely cruised round on the bridle, but he was left with loads of ground to make up and ran on very strongly for a clear second. I think a repeat of that run, a clean round of jumping, he must go close. Our betting expert value angle selection, sponsored by Priced Up Bet, goes in the 155, a grade 1 novice hurdle over 2 mile 4, and I think the value here lies with Miami Magic from the Stuart Edmonds yard. Now, Stuart, not a household name, but he's doing really well with his small team since the spring, really, and the ground drying up. He's had 3 winners in the last fortnight, and this progressive novice comes here fresh on the back of a really good career best effort behind Tripoli Flyer at Kempton in the Dovecote in February. I think this flat track on good ground, absolutely ideal, and I do like the booking of Brian Hughes, a definite plus. He'll get a patient ride. Miami Magic is a relentless galloper, and I think the long Aintree straight and a strongly run race upped in class to this grade 1 will really suit him. He's around 7 or 8 to 1. I think it's a fair price. The remaining 3 races, we'll do them in time order, starting with the 120, a fiercely competitive 3 mile handicap hurdle, but I do think Bo Zenith will go very well here. He's only been with Nicky Henderson for 3 starts. He was with Gary Moore. These owners do like a bet. He was a huge eye catcher at Ascot in January, running on very strongly under a quiet ride over an extended 2 mile 3. Then he bombed at Sandown when they put the money on, 5 to 1 favourite in that huge field handicap. He was disappointing there. Maybe it's not his track, but he's got better spring ground here. And the key, he's up to 3 miles for the first time, back in win only. Of course, he may not stay, so you don't want to be on the place part, but I do think he's a well handicapped horse. There's more to come from him. He had 5 runs for Gary Moore, and for Henderson he's had 3. And as I say, he was so promising at Ascot. I think this could be the time for him to fulfil his potential finally under de Boinville. The 230, a 3 mile 1 handicap chase. Well, Cruise Control won this last year in a brilliant fashion, jumping superbly from the front, and I think he's been trained for this race all season long. Tom Lacey, well, he's been quiet. I think it's fair to say he had a disappointing winter, but his horses, the ones he's running now, seem to be absolutely fine, and these are optimum conditions for Cruise Control, who's become well handicapped. He's back at Aintree. I think he'll get a positive ride from Stan Shepherd. His jumping is a real asset over these fences. And the 305, the grade 1 Liverpool hurdle over 3 miles. Tihupu was an expensive failure at Cheltenham, travelling strongly but just stargazing a bit when he hit the front, I thought, and picked off by Bob Ollinger, but I suspect he'll be ridden with more patience here. He's got a great record, 11 wins from 18 starts over hurdle. I'm suspecting him to be produced late, and I think he's got far too much speed for some sluggards on these ground conditions. Best of luck on Grand National Day, betting experts. Please do check out our sponsor, Priced Up Bet, who's got numerous boosts and each way enhancements on Aintree on Grand National Day.